students, welcome to my channel, your science teacher. I hope you all are doing well. I will going to teach you grade 7 science for which I have referred NCERT textbook. So first chapter which I will going to take today, that is chapter number 1, and the name of the chapter is Nutrition in Plants. Students, there will be multiple videos for this chapter. You know that chapter is lengthy. So everything I will not going to put in the same video. There will be many videos with the different content in it. So in this particular video, whatever I will going to teach, you will going to, if you will going to understand it, so I will ask you to please subscribe my channel so that it will be easy for you to search my next content. Okay, because you know that chapters from grade 6 onwards, only the chapters, they are very lengthy. There is so much of you will going to find so much of details about each things, and we have to go and cover small things if we want the deep study, right? So in that case, so whatever we will going to talk in this video, the next video will be again related with the same chapter. Okay students, so without wasting much time, now we will going to begin with our first chapter, that is nutrition in plants. Chapter name, as I have already informed you, that is nutrition in plants. This is chapter 1, lesson 1, which I will start. I will let you know that this chapter is lengthy. Actually, every chapter is lengthy, you know that in grade 7. But all the things we will not going to cover in the same video. So I have divided this chapter completely in multiple videos. So first video, in this video, what you will going to study with me, that is about the two important things. And what are those two important things? I will explain you. First is what is nutrition. Okay, about this chapter means, because the chapter name is, what is the chapter name? Nutrition in plants. So first of all, we have to understand, student, the term nutrition. Am I right? And second will be the modes of nutrition in plants. Now again, I will go to the title. What was the title? Nutrition in plants. So the different modes of nutrition in plants we will going to study in this video, and also what is the term nutrition means. So we will going to cover these two things. Before I will come to these two things, I will ask you two questions. Very simple question. So for first of the this question is, what are nutrients? First of all, we will going to talk about nutrients and different type of nutrients. Now students, I know that now it is in grade 7, the nutrition in plants, but if I will take you back to your grade 6, and then I will ask you the question where you have studied from the chapter food and its sources, or food, where it will come from. Okay, and also the components of the food, you have already studied your chapter, okay, in grade 6. Now under those chapters you have studied about the different kind of nutrients. Okay, because nutrients, they are very important for us. They, without nutrients we will not going to do the work. It will provide us the energy, you know about it. So what are different nutrients? Because nutrients word will be related to your nutrition, right? So what are the different nutrients? I have a slide. This slide will help you to recapitulate your previous concept of the nutrients. So we have variety of nutrients which are very important for our body, for the growth, for doing or doing the work or getting the energy. They are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, water, and also your top high fiber foods. And what will be the fiber foods? For example, it will be your, again, roughage, right? So they are the fiber foods. So now I have just revised you the concept of your nutrients. So now you are already, recapitulated. Now you have recapitulated the word nutrients, which is related to your word nutrition. Okay. So nutrients now is clear to you. Then how you will correlate the term nutrients with the word nutrition now? So, this chapter is based on the word nutrition. So, what you have understood now from the word nutrition, we just said that our body require different nutrients for doing the work, right? So, how this word is related with nutrition, you can just look at it. It is the mode of taking food by an organisms and its utilization by the body. Means nutrients are the different, things which is available in the food which will provide you the energy. But what are the different modes of nutritions? Means how particular plants, because this chapter is based on plants, so we will talk about the plants only. In case of your plants, which is further divided into different modes of taking their foods, so what are those different modes? This will become under the term nutrition. It is, that means, the mode of taking the food. Even plants want to grow, plants also want to grow, right? And the plants or animals, if they want to grow, okay, if they want the energy, they need the variety of food. So in this category, the plants are further divided into type of category. Few plants will be there who are able to make their own food, and okay, but there will be another kind of plants in the same category, because we always have in our mind that plants are the one which will provide us the oxygen, they will make the food. But all the plants will fall under this category. For that this chapter is based on. So that's why the topic is modes of nourishment or modes of nutrition in plants, whether all the plants belonging to the category which can prepare their own food, or there are few plants which are belonging from the category which are dependent on another plants for getting their food. So based on this, this term is nutrition, means it is the mode of taking the food by an organism. And who is the organism over here? The organism over here, my dear students, they are the plants. Okay, because we are mainly talking about the plants here. So the organism means plants, how they are taking the food inside their self. Okay, because every uh, organism, every living organism, they need the food to grow, right? So in this particular chapter we will going to talk about the plants, means organism. I want to refer especially to the plants, and how they will take the food and how they will utilize that food, so that they can going to work, they can get the energy. So I hope, my dear students, now you are clear with the definition, because we don't have to mug up with anything. We have to clear the concept, and we can modify the things in our own language, we can write the things in our own language. So it is very very important to understand the things, dear kids. Okay, once you will going to understand the things, then you can easily go through this chapter and you can write in your exam in your own way. That's why I hope the way I am teaching you, you can still write down the comments to me. If you are not able to understand anything, I will going to again tell you about that particular concept. Okay, so you are free to write if you are not able to understand. So till now what we have done, students, we have done two important things. First of all, we have understood the word nutrients, and then we have related that word with the nutrition. Okay, and especially we are talking about this in the plants. After taking this word nutrition, means the way of taking food by the plant so that they can utilize that food and do the various activities, right? So that is the nutrition. Now next will be the modes of nutrition. So as I told you in this video, I will going to talk about the different modes of nutrition. Under that also, first of all, I will only going to talk about the autotrophic mode of nutrition. and heterotrophic mode of nutrition we will going to talk in the next video. But the two different type of nutrition which is present in the plants, we are talking only about the plants. Okay, so in the plants we are having two different mode of nutrition. Students, always remember when it is the mode word given over here, modes, so means they are talking about the, this one means autotrophic, means wherever the word trophic, here also trophic will come, that will be the mode of nutrition. Because why I am focusing on this, because next term which it you will going to understand, that will be the autotrophs. Sometimes students get confused between these two terms because they relate both of them as a mode of nutrition only, but it is autotrophs and it is trophic. So we have to differentiate between these two terms. So whenever the mode of nutrition will come, the word will be trophic. Am I clear with it? And whenever the word will come related to the plants or the organisms, means directly related to the plants as organisms, organisms, so they will be your autotrophs. So you should be able to differentiate between these two important terms, that is trophic and troughs. Am I right? So now we should move forward to the first one, that is autotrophs. I hope I am clear till here with you, students. Now, what are autotrophs? Very, very important and very simple thing. We will going to understand by breaking this term into two different words. You can see here, first word I have written auto, and auto word related to self. Self means ourself only, right? And the word second is the trophos. What do you mean by trophos? Means nourishment. So now join these two words and what definition you can create from your side only. I know it is very simple. You already have done in your junior grades. Now you will be thinking that it is so simple for us to understand. I know about it because you have studied about photosynthesis. You have studied about the plants. That's why this is the first part is very easy. I can say that is mode of nutrition, nourishment or the nutrition in plants. The first one, autotrophic, it is simple because we have studied about this from our junior grades. From grade 1 onwards we are aware about the autotrophic mode of nutrition. So auto means self and trophos means nourishment, means when the organisms are able to prepare their food their self, means they can collect some kind of inorganic substances. They need simple inorganic substances like carbon dioxide, water, and also sunlight. All these things when will going to come together, they can prepare their own food. Who can prepare their own food, student? Plants. So all the green plants, as I have written over here, all the green plants belong to this group, means autotrophs. So now the green plants, why the word is green? Why I have written here the green plants? Means this green plants means they are having a pigment. Now what is that pigment, student? What is that pigment called as? Very good. Chlorophyll. Right? So they are the green plants because they are having a pigment which is called as chlorophyll, which is present in them. With that chlorophyll, they can prepare their own food. They also need some simple inorganic substances so that they can prepare the food, and also they can give out the oxygen. That oxygen will be utilized by all the living organism, which is very, very important for us for our breathing purpose. Oxygen is the main requirement. Okay, we all know about it. So organisms that can synthesize or make their own food with the help of simple inorganic substances like carbon dioxide, water, are called autotrophs. Now why I have written here autotrophs, now why I have not written here autotrophic? Because autotrophic, as I told you, is the mode of nutrition, but autotrophs, they are the organisms which are occurring under that mode of nutrition. So first category we have cleared, autotrophs, the green plants will come under this category. Now we can easily look at these diagram and understand the concept of photosynthesis. Now when we are talking about the autotrophs, then we have to correlate this term with the another important term, which is your photo and synthesis. Now you know that from your junior grades you are all time talking about the word photosynthesis. Now we know that photo means light. Okay, photo means here light. So in the presence of light, and synthesis is to prepare. Okay, synthesis here is to prepare. Means when green plants will going to prepare their food, they will going to prepare, yes, they will going to prepare their food with the help of the light. Means sunlight is the main source. Now you can look at these two diagrams which I want to show you. Here this is the green leaf, means the plant leaf. Yes, very important thing before I will proceed, because photosynthesis concept we all are aware of it, that green plants, which is a very important source, this green plant will going to have the leaf. This green leaf will going to have a pigment which I already showed you, chlorophyll. And now this pigment, chlorophyll, and the source of light, carbon dioxide from outside plus water, okay, they will going to form the chemical reaction will going to take place from these simple inorganic substances, and there will be the formation of the carbohydrates, which is in the form of, actually there is a formation of glucose, and later that glucose will store in the form of the starch in the plants. Okay, so there will be the formation of glucose, carbohydrates, and also the oxygen will come out. Now you know that oxygen, that's why we are saying that the plants, they are very important for us, because they will going to give out the oxygen through which we are respiring, right? And also they will going to prepare the glucose, and this glucose will going to form, and later, as I told you, it will going to store in the plant in the form of the starch. So this complete process is taking place in the presence of the light, student. That's why the word is called as photosynthesis. Means something to prepare in the presence of the light, that is the food. Okay, plus oxygen is also coming out. Similarly, this is the again second structure which is also talking about sunlight is providing us the energy, carbon dioxide is giving or coming from outside, water from the soil is going up. Okay, and then oxygen will be released, and also food will be prepared by the green plants, as the word is saying as autotrophic. Now this is another structure which I have kept here to understand the process of photosynthesis again through this chemical equation. Now you can see that the inorganic substances which is required, they are the carbon dioxide, water, okay, and what another requirement is there, sunlight should be there, plus chlorophyll should be there. After this reactions, there is the you know what we will going to get from the plants, we will going to get the sugars in the form of glucose, and the formula is C6H12O6, plus oxygen will come out. So this is a simple chemical reactions of your photosynthesis. Now you can look at here, students, this is the section of your leaf. Once you will cut the leaves, you will going to see that there are the presence of chlorophyll inside it. Chlorophyll, which is the green pigment. There is small structure attached here, okay, near the epidermis outer covering. There is the presence of stoma or stomata. This stomata is present over there. Now what are stomata? They are like this. This is the a picture of stomata. Now stomata, they are the small pores. Whenever you will take a section of the leaf, in the leaf there is presence of stomata. This stomata are actually the small pores which is present on the leaves. Why they are present on the leaves? Another important question. Because these stomata, they help in the exchange of the gases. They help in the exchange of the gases. Okay, exchange of gases. Now you will be thinking which kind of gases, students? Like your carbon dioxide, okay, CO2 and oxygen. Means the carbon dioxide and oxygen which are there, because carbon dioxide is the one which plants will going to take inside, and they will going to give out the oxygen through which we are respiring, right? So this stomata, they are helpful in exchange of the gases. They are very very important. They are attached on the leaf, and these stomata, these are just the small pores. When they are in open condition, they look like this, and in the closed condition, when the stomata, they are closed, they look like this. Now further, if you will look at the structure of stomata, they consist of a nucleus, they have the chloroplast, green color structure, they have vacuole, and they have the guard cell. Vacuole, we know that the plant cell is having a big vacuole again. Now this we will going to take in the another chapter, plant cell, when we will going to talk about the vacuoles, cell wall, and other things present in the plant cell. So now we have talked about the process of photosynthesis, that the leaf, which is very very important, the green leaf, it consists of the small pores which is called as a stomata. Even stomata, singular will be simple one will be the stoma, okay, plural will be the stomata. So don't get confused between stoma and stomata. One is the plural and one is the singular, okay. So stomata and stoma, they are present in the leaves through which the gaseous exchange will going to take place, okay. And this stomata is further having these guard cells. Now we know that we are living in the apartments, and we have the guard present, who will allow only few members or few persons to meet us, and they will going to tell us who is coming. So they are protecting us, they are behaving like they are protecting ourselves. Similarly, the stomata, they are having the guard cells. They are very very delicate, so they are also having guard cells who will protect them, because the condition, environmental conditions, if it will become harsh, okay, so plants need the protections, the leaf need the protections. With these small tiny pores, they are having the guard cell which will protect them. So stomatal opening is there, as I told you. Whenever the exchange of gases are taking place, the stomata will going to open, and the gases will going to exchange. So in this particular video, students, I will just quickly revise. We have just studied about the word called as nutrients, then we have talked about the word nutrition, okay. Then we have talked about the modes of nutrition in plants, under which I have given you information about the autotrophs. First of all, we have talked about the autotrophs, and under that there are two different mode of nutrition, because autotroph is related with autotrophic mode of nutrition. So whenever the word will be the trophic, it is called as the mode of nutrition, and whenever the word will come as the trophos, means the organism which is doing that mode of nutrition. So we have talked about all the green plants. With the help of photosynthesis, they can prepare their own food. And what do we mean by photosynthesis? Means when light will help to prepare something. With the help of light, plants can prepare the food and give out the oxygen. That process is called as the photosynthesis. So we have covered in this video about the autotrophic mode of nutrition, which is taking place in all the green plants, okay. So in another or next video, we will talk about the heterotrophic mode of nutrition in the various plants. Thank you, students.